Hey everybody, we are doing some weird things on our computers. What am I doing here?
You're good.
Okay,
It's all good.
I'm trying to, here, make you host.
Okay.
I want to change the host to Marge Martins. Yes, still recording, still great. Awesome. Hey, welcome to our little Zoom tonight on Earning Leaders Retreat. So excited to see so many of you guys on here. And I'm even more excited to think of the number of you guys who are actually going to be on your way to Leaders Retreat in just a couple months. So fantastic. I have to say that Leaders Retreat is probably my favorite Plexus trip that I have ever been on.
I was just asked the other day of where it has previously been, so a little recap. I have been to Washington, D.C., which was in October, and so it was cool, it was fresh, and it was just incredible. I think that one was my favorite year. The experience is different than convention because it's smaller and it's a group of people that earned it, right? And so you get now, since they have changed it. Oh, and we also went to Dallas, Texas one year. That was really good too. Really, really good.
We had Florida. We had, we were down in Florida. And then last year it was a cruise.
A cruise, yes. Exciting. It is different now since last year, since they changed it to go Senior Ruby and down. I cried a little bit about that because there's something to getting together with your team's cream of the crop, right? And it was always just such a huge opportunity to connect and to all come together. We've all got so many friends, sidelines, and people from all over, right?
And I just remember, I've only been to one Leaders Retreat because I wasn't able to go last year. But you remember going and singing and playing piano and just in the hotel or the conference center in Florida. We were there at like 11:30 at night playing a baby grand piano and singing songs and hanging out. And then there was like just the connection. This brings your sideline relationships just to a completely different level. I
think it was more like 1 a.m., but whatever. You were gracious.
I was looking at the time. I was playing the piano.
It was very, very good. But let's get a little bit into what got us there. Why did we get to go?
Absolutely.
Right? And there's several things like I was really thinking about that over this last week and thinking about what was I thinking when I earned my first one? What was my thought process and what did I do? And I think in the recent year, there's been so much talk in Plexus about mindset. And I think in the very beginning, when I came, I was just told, believe that you will do it and you will. That was the extent of our mindset training, kind of, right? Not that it wasn't a big deal, but you know what? It is true. Once you start believing that you are going, you will be working towards it. You will be taking the right steps and having that action. Here's several things. There has to be belief in yourself. That is number one. And start watching your thoughts.
Yes.
Like stop yourself and listen to what you're thinking. What are you telling yourself? Oh, 1,050 credits. How can I ever? It's not you. It's you and your team. And you know what? Guess what? If you believe in yourself, your team feels that. Your team knows that, right? And so believe in your team. I don't care what they're showing you. I don't care what they're doing in action-wise. Believe in them. Think absolutely the best of them, right? And then you need to be setting your mindset to work from possibilities, not circumstances. I do not care what your back office says, what your points are, what your credits are. You are working from the possibility. And guys, it's June 6th, okay? So we've got 6 days in. That's it. If you start now is your chance to develop that belief by far, right?
Absolutely. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about mindset, just something that had kind of come around to me lately, is just that I remember, and even up until like a couple of months ago, when I hear talk about belief or mindset or whatever, it would be like, so you tell yourself something, okay, I'm going to tell myself this, and it's going to happen. Okay, I'm telling myself, I believe in myself, I can do this, whatever. But I wasn't allowing it to permeate to a heart and soul level. It was just, I'm saying it out loud, I'm saying it louder so that I will believe it firmer. No. That's not actually how it works. This actually, if we want to roll it back a little further, is let's start with, do you believe that you have value? If you believe that you have value, it will be way easier for you to believe in yourself. Because how do you believe in something with no value? You need to believe that I am valuable. This is for me. Leaders Retreat is for me. This is something, and get it to the heart level, not just, I need to tell myself over and over and over, right? So you need to allow yourself to go deeper and peel away some of those layers. Why would I not believe in myself? Okay, well, how about saying, wow, why is it that I'm so encouraged about this contest? How many people am I going to bring with me? Like, start asking yourself these affirmative questions, and your mind will answer you, right? And I was going to say as well, Marge said belief in your team. There may be some people here who have a very small team, and that's great. Do you have any idea how many silvers go to Leaders Retreat? Tons of silvers get to go to Leaders Retreat, and it is so exciting.
I think that's the part that I love about the fact that they made it from Senior Ruby and down, because the possibility is so much more there, right? And so I love the saying, work like it depends on you and celebrate like your team did it for you. Mm-hmm. Right? And then you develop that mindset that we're all doing this together. And then I visualize us all linking arms and being a chain. You know how well a chain works when each link is there. When each link is there and they're all pulling their weight, we're doing it all together, right? And so talk to your team, breathe that belief into them, ask them what they visualize, seeing themselves how to get there. Don't say, I don't know if I can do this, and then your team is listening. Don't do that. Ask how it is possible for you guys together to visualize it. You can do it. Absolutely you can. Like Janelle said, silvers go all the time, right? And so I want to read to you guys something that a different diamond shared. And really, honestly, make me a promise, guys. For real, make me a promise. Don't sit here and listen and then think to yourself, well, that's her. She can do it, but I can't. Do not do that. No. Do not do that disservice to yourself and to your team. Showing up is going to make all the difference. All the difference. So I want to read something that a diamond shared, and it was such a good visual, right? A diamond friend posted this for her team, and is a really beautiful description of playing hard the entire time. I played basketball my entire life, and when your dad played college basketball and is 6'8", you don't stand much of a chance of getting involved in ballet or gymnastics. I absolutely loved the game of basketball. I remember so many times we would be playing a game and there would be seconds left on a clock. It'd be a tie game, or we'd be behind and just need that last one shot to win the game. I specifically remember one game my freshman year of high school. The play was drawn and the plan was for the point guard to throw the ball out to me at the 3-point line and for me to get the last shot to win the game. Pressure is on. 3, 2, 1. I shoot and I miss. Game over. No going back. That's a big fat L on the books for our team. I was so upset and I didn't want to talk to anyone after that game, but I remember my coach came up to me and she said to me, you know what? That game wasn't riding on your shoulders in that last 3 seconds. If we had played better the rest of the game, it never would have come down to that last shot. Phew. That relieved some of the pressure off of me, but it was always on the forefront of my mind to give it my best in the game from the start to finish, because I never wanted it to come down to that last shot again. So here's what I want to say to you as we are getting ready to launch our Leaders Retreat contest. I have seen this happen year after year. Here comes August, and all of a sudden you want to put pressure on to earn this trip. So you work your tail off the last few weeks and you fall short and you feel disappointed. When in all honesty, it wasn't that you missed that last second shot, but you didn't give it all your best the rest of the game. If you had put that last second pressure on from the beginning, you could have made it. Don't let that happen to you. Start now. Work as if this is the last month of the contest. Give it your all from beginning to end, because here's the beautiful thing about this contest. It's not just earning you an amazing trip. The work is building your business. It's giving you long-term success. It's giving you more than a winning trip. You'll ever be able to look back at the end of the summer and say, I gave it my all, and look at how my business grew this summer. I just love that.
I love it too. I love it too, because we all, I think we've all done that, or most of us have done that, right? You don't have perspective on how doable the contest is until the end of it, when you look at how little you had left to reach the goal that you wanted. And you go, oh, you know what? Like, I had a goal that I didn't reach, but I was so close. So I was so proud of myself because I'd never gotten that close before. But guess what it came down to? 1 silver ambassador on my level 1. If I would have developed 1 more silver ambassador on my level 1, then I would have reached my goal, right? So Marge and I really want to put this out to you guys very simply, so that you are not left at the end of August looking back and going, gee, if only in June on the 6th, when they said to us, this is so doable, I took that to heart and I actually believed that it was going to happen for me, and I started right away, I would have been there. Don't wait till they launch to tell you where it is. It doesn't matter. Because if you have never been to a Plexus thing, can we just tell you, there ain't no party like a Plexus party. And you want to be there, you want to do all the things, you want to be in the pictures and take photos from rocks and things like that, and all the things. But yeah, it's amazing. You want to be there.
And foremost, I think at Leaders Retreat, you get that small, intimate, and really, really hands-on training right from the top. They pick the best diamonds to train. Corporate comes out, and you know what? You get to know people. You get to know who drives the heart of this business and why it's such an amazing opportunity and why you want to bring more people. I think my biggest goal is always to be able to bring more people. Yeah. Right? Nobody wants to do anything alone.
And this is all celebrating your business.
Yes.
There's very few businesses out there where when you put on pants, and this is what my husband says, honey, when you put on pants in a day, somebody's there cheering for you. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm good with that. So you know what? If that's how little we cheer about everything, but when you get to Leaders Retreat, you feel pampered. You feel so, so special. And you walk away from it with this incredible feeling of gratitude. And that, I mean, they're so smart. That's going to launch you into a successful fall. And look at all of the growth, like Marge just read. Look at all the growth that your team would have had in the summer. And that's going to perpetuate into crazy success in the fall. So what does this look like? Are we there yet? Can we talk about what this looks like?
Let me grab some of my
slides, please.
Yes, ma'am. Let's see where we're going.
Now you got to tell us what the end of that is. My job is to plant the seeds. God's job is to grow the plant. What does the back of your thing say?
Oh, I'm like, where are you reading? I think I have the wrong graphic. Monthly checklist.
That's one of them.
That's one of them. Let me just quickly. Yes, my messy desktop. My job is to plant the seed. God's job is to grow them. Where did we start here? Let me quickly grab this one. Leaders Retreat and how to earn it. All right, are we seeing this now?
Yep.
And we're going to pull up several different examples. And we're going to also make a post and share these so that you can like put them in front of you, have an idea, I'm huge on visuals. I really need visuals. This helps me to break it down and see it's actually not hard to get 1,050 credits. It's actually not hard to go beyond 1,050 credits, right? And so let's go over a little bit of how to earn Leaders Retreat. This is the $199 welcome pack way.
So
Honestly,
we all know that $199 welcome packs are just the larger welcome packs in Canada, like the two, whatever it is.
$265.
Just so that we're all clear.
Yeah. Okay, so we're looking at 500 PVs, which will give you 75 credits. 3 new ambassadors at $199 packs equals 60 credits. 3 new customers equals 15 credits. A level 1 silver, 120. A level 2 silver, 80. You've got a total of 350 credits already. And so times that by 3 months, there you go, 1,050, right? Okay, that is one start. And oops, I stopped my share. Forgive me here.
It's all good.
And then let's go look at new silvers. So if we're working with new silvers,
Pardon me.
This is the bulk of what is going to build it fast.
Yes.
All of this. Think about it. A level 3 silver is more than a personal sponsor with the $199 welcome pack. And you guys can all pull up the chart that has each level and has all the details and the amounts included. These are all examples that you can have in front of you. And honestly, there's a million ways to earn this. Not one way will be exactly the same. And so therefore, as you're going through it, use these as examples. You can print these, put them in front of you, and then work and with the people that you have of where they are going, right? And set their goals with you. And then alongside of that, you're going to be plugging into people like this. You're going to be developing a level 1 silver, a level 2 silver, and getting those retention credits is another bonus that they have added as well on the bottom there.
Time out here.
Yes.
This is actually just for your silver bonus, for your level 3 silver. This doesn't include if they had 3 people who purchased a small welcome pack or a large one. And on your level 3, it's 5 credits for everyone who buys a smaller welcome pack, or 10 for everybody who buys a larger one. So even if they're just purchasing a smaller welcome pack on your level 3, that 25 actually is 40, including with the new joins.
That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
That's exciting.
That's a level 3 silver, you guys. Like,
No kidding.
Amazing.
Okay, how am I going to? Oh.
Can you go forward? Now, of course, we don't know what all the levels are, but just so that you guys know, like, I always print these out. Marge says she's really visual, so am I. I always keep these things right in front of my face so that if I'm talking to somebody about it, I'm coaching them about Leaders Retreat, I've got all of the answers possible in front of me. They will be expanding on all of this stuff at convention when we find out where it is. They will tell us about the different prizes, but minimum you need 1,050 credits by the end of August in order to be able to attend.
Okay, so new ambassadors. We're obviously seeing that this is going to be the bulk of it, right? And it's really, really exciting because we're just starting to really get into the swing of selling the larger combos and the larger welcome packs. And the duplication has been so good, so really, really good, especially on the Kickstarter, where you're telling them you're getting samples. And so with those samples, I'm going to help you come up with like 5 names that we can talk to before you even get started. Boom, you've got them started on sharing right away, right? They're getting catalogs. They're getting catalogs to share with their friends. You can tell them, I can show up at your house and do a quick little sip and see with 10 friends or whatever you decide between you and your new ambassador. An online sip and see, whatever it takes. You can really, really start developing immediately on that large welcome pack. The 99 welcome pack, you have the level 1, 2, 3, and it goes all the way down to level 4. I don't think a level 4 has ever been the same credits as what a level 3 is.
No.
I've
No,
ever
actually,
seen.
in the convention contest, sorry, I've still got my convention contest up here.
Okay.
No, actually level 3s and level 4s were the same for convention. Sorry. I was looking at something different. Didn't mean to correct you. That's It's all good.
Oh, good.
I love though that like you guys, every year they revamp the contest and they make it better. And they look at what they learned from the last time and they make it even better. And so I love that. Like, this is just out of this world.
This is something I've never seen before. Level 1, 2, and 3 customers all have the same credits. For real? That's crazy. So when your level 3 gets a customer, you get that 5 credits. That's awesome. That's so exciting. Janelle, what's the minimum order for Canadians?
Looking.
$100.22.
It's $122. So that would be a bag of Slim.
1 bag of Slim gets you 5 credits.
Yeah.
Well, if there's always the smart balance between having customers and ambassadors. We always know that there's certain people that are just not ready to be an ambassador. And even though there's a super sweet deal, they're just not committing. Instead of having them slip beneath 100 PV the second month that they're on, join them as a customer, work on their belief, encourage them, grow them, and possibly sign them the second or third month, right? So there's always that select market that you would choose to be a customer for you.
Absolutely. And it also works on bringing old preferred customers and turning them over to be ambassadors, which I love. I absolutely love that. Here's PV. I was just going to talk about PV. Guys, if you can at all get your PV to 1,000 and above, this all says dollar signs. Ignore the dollar signs because that's not $1,000. It's 1,000 PV and above.
Oh, I never even saw that. That's definitely.
Yeah, I just noticed that. Noticed that on here. So ignore the dollar signs. This is all PV. So if you can at all get yourself to 1,000 PV, do not buy it all yourself if you're not using all that kind of product. That's not the point, not the purpose. But find people who will try a bag of Slim. You know, get those preferred customers in there. Yeah, it's awesome. Or, you know, you can use this time to start saying, okay, you know what, I am going to buy myself an extra bag of Slim this month to bring my PV up a little bit, and I'm going to use that for sampling.
Exactly. This is the one that you do have a little bit of choice and control on, right? This is the one where you can say, okay, I'm so close to being at what? Like, say you were at 800 and some PVs and you're looking at the difference between 75 and 125. Yeah, it might be a good idea to go grab that extra product. Use it for sampling, use it for sharing, use it for your family. Maybe you've been wanting to try Joyome, you know, and then there you have that extra control, a little bit of bumping it over to having some extra credits.
Super.
And then we did the new silvers, right? Yeah.
Yep.
The new silvers, we did the new customers, the PV, the new ambassadors. We need to do this.
This is so exciting.
There is so many people in here that are going to be getting these credits. This one is like super exciting. The rank up credits are huge. I think that's bigger than what I've ever seen. There was actually several contests that they didn't have any credit categories. And so this is the new one that they've recently added. It was already in the convention contest. It now again is in the Leaders Retreat contest. And so this is something that you can look at. If you're looking at ranking up in the next 3 months and you're calculating points, you're looking at how many people you have on your team, you're looking at what it would possibly take to develop some people under you, possibly some more new silvers, possibly you have a few that are going for gold and really close. This is your opportunity to grab this, right, and get those credits.
So just so that you guys have a little bit of perspective, if you had, just back to PV for 2 shakes, if you had 1,000 PV each month, that would mean you only have 675 credits left to earn. That's without sponsoring anybody, that's without customers, that's without rank advancing. If you were looking at going silver, you know what? You could go silver and go gold during this contest. You could go gold this month, and then you could go senior gold. Like, there are so many. You could go senior gold, you could go ruby. Like, you could potentially rank advance twice during this time. I want to just touch really quick on something that I watched Brooke Hemingway talk about. The video is in Team Awesome. If you haven't seen it, you need to go and watch it. But she talks about how she was able to grow her team with 1,000 points in a month. Now, I want everybody to just pick that jaw up off the floor and go, wow, stop going, wow, that's really great for Brooke Hemingway. But what I thought was really interesting was she said, I was growing by about 100 or 200 points a month. Guys, 100 points a month is like 20 levels 1 through 3. That's not big, scary diamond double diamond with a sapphire on the side. That's not crazy. That's a doable amount of people. And it totally made me think that, okay, this is actually something that is possible for people who are willing to open their minds. She also talked about, if you are looking at ranking up, plan it 60 to 90 days out. So if you have a goal that you think is this, we call them BAG goals, the BAHG, the big hairy, BHAG, big hairy audacious goals. If you have a big hairy audacious goal and you think that it's just so crazy, start planning for it for the end of August, or plan for it for the end of next month. Talk to your sponsor. Hey, John wants to go for coffee. I love it. I can see that. Tell him I'll come too. Anyway, you guys, it is so doable. But again, it all comes down to mindset and belief. It comes down to allowing that value, like bringing your value up, right? It's Becky always quotes the avocado, your guac, baby. You're not like a free side of sour cream. You're guac, okay? Everybody here is guac.
Absolutely.
You got value.
Because you know what? The other thing that you're going to be doing, this is something that has made me physically nauseous at times, is you're going to speak your goal to someone else and tell them that you're going to do it. To me, once I have spoken it, I got to do it. I got to do it. Because you know what? If you know it's possible and you're doing those things, you're going over your numbers, you're looking at your people, you're looking at what you can do, and then you think to yourself, okay, I can do this. I can go from Ruby to Senior Ruby. That's not that much. I've got people ranking up in my team. Why isn't it possible for me, right? Develop that goal. And like Janelle said, let it sink in, like your mindset. Let it really, really sink in. It always takes me a little bit of time to really absorb it, hold it really in the air, take a deep breath, get rid of that nausea, and go tell someone that you're going to do this. Preferably your upline. Preferably someone that is going to be your biggest backup, your biggest supporter. Maybe it's just your husband. Maybe it's just a sideline. That would be whoever you choose it to be. But set that goal in your heart, because you know what your mind is going to do? Your mind is constantly going to go back to that goal and tell yourself, remember, we decided this, we're doing this, and then you're constantly going to work like it depends on you and celebrate like your team did it for you, because that's what's going to make it happen. I'm just getting excited saying that.
I am too. I'm so excited. We're going to go to Leaders Retreat. No, I'm so excited. You guys, I am so excited. The other thing that I was going to say about all of this is carry this mindset thing with you. I realized yesterday that I was doing mindset or affirmations anyway, completely wrong, because I was saying the things, like I was saying before, I was saying the things so that my head would believe them, but I wasn't letting them penetrate. And so I spent the afternoon yesterday. We've had some crazy stuff going on here, lots of things that I could have normally been crazy overwhelmed with. But instead, I looked for all of the good things that I was doing, and I celebrated all of those things. I was like, man, I am so organized today. I did so good at that. Look at how well I'm doing at this, okay? But here's the clincher. You need to do the IPA in order to celebrate the good things. So,
okay. With that,
yes. Go
ahead.
You need to do the work, okay? This means, yes, you need to be posting on social media. Yes, you need to be there. Yes, you need to be making new friends on social media. But guess what? If you don't reach out to anybody and say, hey, I am doing this amazing thing that has changed the way that I feel every day. I have more energy. My brain is super clear, and my friends around me are seeing incredible differences in their health. I would love to share a little bit more with you about that. Would that be okay? if you don't reach out to people and tell them what you're doing and just wait around for them to join you, guess who is in control of your business?
You're likely third-party affirmation for someone else.
Yes.
Boom. That hurts. I understand that. I think I want to expand a little bit more on that whole belief thing. Do you want me to do a quick overview of the Set the Bar?
Yep. Go do Set Bar.
And if you guys haven't already, I'm sorry for my notifications. If you haven't already, go join that June IPA accountability chat.
Yes,
just, you know, we all have a busy summer. We all have got a ton of things going on. There's so much that we can put into place of IPA. IPA does not need to take half of your day. You know, you're going to be talking to new people and following up. That is your IPA. That's going to, you know, anything that's bringing a new customer, a new ambassador into your team, or helping your team to bring in new people. That's what you're doing this summer. That's it. That's it, right? Super simple. But I want to talk a quick, like 2-minute explanation of, and some of you have heard this, but it's been so many people are asking me about it, so I'm just going to keep talking about it. And we are in the business of repetition. If you've heard this 5 times, go tell it to your team 5 times. So that's how things sink in, right? Okay, Preston Pugmire does mindset coaching. I joined a course last month and did a couple of sessions through him. There's a lot more to this, but the acronym that he uses is SETBAR, SETBAR. So it's called like basically setting the bar for yourself, right? And so when we get into this mindset thing, and like Janelle said, don't just keep telling yourself things that you're truly not taking to heart and believing. But this has really, really helped me to take that thought and then to take it captive and take it down into my heart and really, really set it there. And then things start moving forward. You start really, truly believing it. And so I'm just going to explain it very basically. He says, whenever you are anxious, upset, whatever your feeling is of where you're at, whatever it is, if you think that you're stuck, whatever it is, action is not the cure, right? Action is, we often feel like, well, I'm just going to go do more IPA. Action is not the cure. So we're starting at the S. We're starting with looking at your state. What state are you in? What is the state of your mind? What is the state of your life? Where are you at right now? Take inventory. Look at where your perspective is. What are you putting out there? What are you projecting? People feel what you project. Very much so. You project exactly what you're feeling, right? And so that's your S, your state that you're in, right? Next is the E. Guess what the E is? That's our emotion. Yes, we women love that word. Not. Emotions play such a huge factor into this business because, you know, well, let's just face it. We're always in the ebb and flow, right? We're always high on the good times, low on the low times. That is naturally the business of network marketing. The sooner that you can take that thought and make peace with it, the better you will feel. But really, really, when you are in your state, take check of your emotions. Look at your emotions. See how you're feeling. What am I doing here? Am I feeding the good? Am I feeding the negative? Where am I at? Where are these emotions taking me? Okay. Next are our thoughts. Our emotions control our thoughts completely. Your thoughts are going to be totally determined by your emotions because it's where you're at. It's what your heart is telling you to do, right? And so take check of your thoughts. That's where you're truly taken captive of, why am I having this self-doubt? Why am I not believing, you know? And then like Janelle said, ask those affirmative questions. Look for the good and then work towards that. Well, guess what the thoughts create? The thoughts create beliefs. A belief is only a thought that you've thought often enough that you actually believe it. And that's all it is. And so if you believe that you can do this and that you will do it, you will. If you believe that you won't, you already have decided. That's it, right? And so your thoughts create your beliefs and your beliefs create your actions. Now we're there. Now we're finally to actions. Now we're doing actions. I've taken control of my state. I've looked at where I'm at. My emotions are in check. I'm creating better thoughts. So my beliefs are better. And now my actions are going to be what? More productive to create results. Now we're at results. So guess what creates results? Your state, your emotions, your thoughts, your beliefs, and then your actions and your results. There you have it.
So awesome.
It's just been, pulling it together, keeping it really simple, and knowing that you want the action to create results. And so I found that incredibly helpful. I hope it will be for you too. I don't know, Janelle, any thoughts on that?
No, I think that it's awesome because you're right. We often will think, okay, I just need to get to work. And yeah, you know what? In a sense, you do need to get to work, but you need to be responsible for the amount of awareness or the lack of awareness that you have. If you are doing the same thing as you've always done, and you're sitting there going, I've never earned a leaders retreat, or I just barely earned it the 1 year, or whatever. Maybe you just need to start changing something that you're doing. And I think that this is a really great place to start.
Yes, I believe that. And I can see that.
And I was going to say, we've got some amazing tools going on right now that are going to support all of these things. Okay. I'm just going to say, so we've got our Sizzling Summer Challenge that I haven't talked a whole lot about with my team yet, but it's basically based on, getting people with 100 PV order, plugging them into a group. I'm telling people that they need to make sure that they are committed for June, July, and August. That is part of it. Yeah.
I think so.
Phenomenal. And Marge and I had a moment today where we realized that guess what's 100 PV, you guys? Slim and ease. So if you got somebody who is just on the slim and you know that they deal with some inflammation issues, they've got some pain, they're working in their yard this summer, everybody can use a bottle of ease. You start talking to them about the benefit of slim and ease together, and there's 100 PV.
That was seriously my highlight of today. Like, I'm going to promote that to high heaven and back, because you know what? Anyone on this earth needs slim and ease, and it is the simplest regimen. If you have people that are consistently under 100 PV, guys, get them this.
Slim, if together, done.
Yes, if there's just those pink drink buyers, get them the ease. Get them the ease. They will love it. Number one, there's going to be results pretty much immediately. Number two, you're all benefiting. They're commission qualified. You're getting points. Everyone wins.
Yeah.
Right? That's so amazing. I'm so very excited about that.
Absolutely. The other one would be Slim, HC, and Metaburn from our US side. Awesome. Yes. Pairing of product. It's a great opportunity for people to jump on that. And sometimes people just need to switch it up a little bit. So give that a try. So there's that. We've also got our free shipping going on right now on the $199 welcome packs, right? It's just for the $199s, right?
I'm not going to quote that. I'm not totally sure.
Don't quote me, but there is free shipping on particular welcome packs. It might be all of them. It might be some of them. Go read your emails. I'm going to go do that after we're done here. Anyway, there's just so much stuff to promote, like Leaders Retreat.
But let's work hard at the beginning of the game.
Yes.
And be so far ahead that when August comes, you're like, I got it in the bag.
Well, it's like, thank you, Crystal. Free shipping on all new welcome packs. Thank you.
I thought it was. Awesome.
I thought it was too, but then I was starting to say it and going, no, I think maybe it's, anyway, I hate second guessing myself. How amazing would it be to already earn leaders by like mid to end of July, and then August, all you have to do, you're working for gravy. Like you're working for all the extras. How much fun would that be?
And there will be a lot that do that. There will be a lot that do that. The Slim Metaburn combo in the US has taken off like crazy. And you know what? Get those people in. Not everyone needs to start at the same place. And if you're looking at, this person is interested and wants to try, and it's like, hey, Slim Metaburn, your summer is going to have energy. You're going to feel refreshed and new. You're possibly going to lose some weight. Let's try it. Give me 3 months.
Yeah.
Boom. Away you go.
Totally.
All right. That's it for me.
So excited for you guys to all be going. I keep on wanting to say boarding the ship, but that's just because that's what they did last year. In my mind, we're boarding the ship.
Anyway, we don't know where we're going yet.
Who knows? Get plugged into IPA and just make a commitment to yourself that you are not going to let yourself down on this. You're just going to keep on going and do all the things you need to do every day. If you're not sure what those things are, talk with your upline and we would love to help you.
Amen. Have a
All
great
right.
evening, guys. Thanks for coming.